Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about some awesome things that we think you should take with you on your next cruise adventure. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining us. Today we are going to talk about things we think you should bring on your next cruise. I am a pretty minimal guy when it comes to cruising. Over the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, I've really kind of scaled down. There are very few cruises where I actually bring a suitcase. I bring a carry-on, which is fairly small, as you've seen and you will see again. And I bring a large backpack with some camera stuff. Obviously, we're recording and doing some content. And then I bring a lot of electronics that are important to me. So let's get into the things that we think might help you with your cruise. First up, travel pillow and blanket. If that is something that's important to you, do you have a hard time sleeping away from home? Do you feel like a special kind of comfort with maybe a little small pillow or a pillow that you could bring with you? I always think bringing a little travel blanket, if you're packing a suitcase and you have room, travel blankets are awesome. One, you could use it on the airplane. Two, you can use it if you are on the cruise ship and maybe you go up and watch a movie in the evening and you don't want to, grab the blankets out of your room, or you don't want to grab a towel or anything like that. Having a little travel blanket can really help. Next up, noise canceling headphones. These are huge if you are flying to whatever port you're going to. Airplanes are very noisy. It's really hard, even if you have like AirPods or something like that, to be able to watch a movie and hear it. I find I have to turn it up all the way and it gets really uncomfortable. So maybe invest in some noise canceling headphones. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Anker makes some really good ones that aren't crazy expensive. And obviously if you enjoy them, you could get the really nice Bose or Beats or whatever ones are best for you. Next up, magnetic hooks. I know everybody talks about this, but all of your rooms are basically aluminum or metal and you can hang them up, and it really does save you a ton of space around the room where you're not worried about, hey, I have to like find somewhere to put all my tour tickets, maybe the daily program, maybe even some things that you just want to hang up but you don't have enough, hangers or anything to hang them up. I have a whole bunch of magnetic hooks here. I have about 20. I bring 3 or 4 on every cruise. Especially like this cruise, we're going on breakaway. I'm staying in a studio cabin, which is tiny. It's going to give me the chance to like hang up different things like my business cards, like my room key when I come in, maybe my belt, maybe different things by the front door so I don't forget them, my hat. And you can use hooks or clips, and that way you have a bunch of different options for you. Like I'll bring a hoodie, I'll put my hoodie on a hook, and that way if I ever need it, if it's chilly, I can just grab it and go. Next up, let's talk about tech essentials. Number 1, a portable charger. I use the Anker MagSafe charger. It is awesome. I love it, but anything that works for you. If you're in the airport, they sell those little fuel rods. Those are great. They're like 20 bucks. You can drop them for like 2 bucks and get a fully charged one if you're in the airport. I know it's kind of a waste of money, but it's great to have those. Next up, a waterproof phone case. If you are going to be hanging out by the pool or going in the hot tubs, getting one of those waterproof phone cases is really great. I see people using them all the time in the hot tub. I'm like, okay, we've gone too far with our phones. I need to use my phone on a cruise, so I'm definitely a little bit of a hypocrite here. But I mean, can we not put them down while we're in the hot tub? But if you are and that's important to you, there you go. Next up is a motion sickness bands. So these are things that are more for like your health and wellness. I use the motion sickness bands. I have no idea if they work or not. It's more placebo for me, so it makes me feel good, so I wear them. I also generally will get a prescription, or if I have it, I will bring Meclizine with me. That is what they will give you on the cruise ship if you are experiencing seasickness. They do make you drowsy, so just be wary of that. I find that the Dramamine doesn't work for me. The like non-drowsy, which are basically just ginger pills, they don't really help me, so I do get Meclizine, and that really works very well. Also, little things to remember, like a reusable water bottle if that's important to you. I usually just grab a glass. I don't drink a ton. I don't drink enough water. So that is something you should think about, bringing a reusable water bottle. Even one of the collapsible ones sometimes. Those are really great to have. Next up, sunscreen and aloe vera. Keep in mind, a lot of the ports that you go to are going to, recommend or require you to use reef safe sunscreen. So keep that in mind. And aloe vera is great just if you hit the sun a little bit too hard. You have that cooling effort when you get back. Next up, just a couple quick things maybe you didn't think about or haven't thought about. One is a waterproof backpack. These are great if you're heading to the beach, something where you're not worried about taking it if you're going like down a waterfall, or if you're doing something fun like that, where you want to make sure you keep your passport and everything else dry. Next up, a travel journal maybe, where you can kind of document things. I find that this is super helpful, where you're just writing things down so that when you come back, you remember like some of the cool experiences that you had. Next up, a quick dry towel. This is really interesting. So if you are going someplace where like a water park or anything like that, those quick dry towels are awesome and they help out a ton. One of my other favorite things to bring, and this is the last thing that I'll bring up, is bring a deck of cards or some kind of game with you. There's a lot of downtime when you're on a cruise. And we work a decent amount on our cruises, and we still have downtime. So we'll play Uno, I bought these Jeopardy cards, Doomlings, Cards Against Humanity a lot of people love. So whatever it is to you, throw a little game in there. It could be whatever. I see people playing backgammon, Monopoly, whatever it is that you have. Bring something with you, even if it's just a plain old deck of cards. It will definitely come in handy. Let us know down below, do you have any other things that you think maybe are like little sneaky important things to bring with you on a cruise? We would love to hear them. Thanks so much, and we will see everyone tomorrow. Bye.